Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Sam. We hope you all have a fantastic day. Today is a preview to the Cardiff City versus, of course, Manchester City tomorrow at 4 o'clock kickoff. BBC One also. So you love and leave your likes for this show. Today we're going to be talking about everything Cardiff City as always, and not to mention the preview, the big crunch match, of course, of the biggest game, biggest FA Cup game, let's just say that. The biggest FA Cup game for Cardiff City. I will be doing bits from the action tomorrow, so look out for that. But first, of course, you get to hear from the managers themselves. I will have them on now, and they are, without further ado, let me introduce to you the Manchester City, the Blue Moon manager, Pep Guardiola.
What do you know of Cardiff and Neil Warnock? He's got quite a reputation for his style of football. Can you give us your take? You've obviously watched some tapes of Cardiff. What do you make of them?
I travel to Mansfield to watch the game. I'm professional. So good. So I saw Mansfield Cardiff, and I realized immediately the way they play. A lot of respect what they do. They do it quite well. So I spoke with my colleagues, with my staff, and they know my colleague Neil more than we didn't met each other before. Tomorrow will be the first time, but what they do it well. So they are, I think, second or third in the championship and playing away. So we'll be tough. We know exactly. Today we spoke about them, and they know exactly how complicated will be the game. Because
Wolves and Bristol City have probably given you two of your hardest tests this season, haven't they, over the three games? Because they don't have the pressure, when they play in this kind of games. It's perfect, it's a party in the terms, it's a good opportunity. So the other teams, they have to go to the Premier League, and they feel the pressure. When normally the Championship teams play with the Premier League teams, okay, suppose that is going to happen, but that is a good signal. What happened in Wolves for penalties, Bristol, you know how complicated it was. Last season against Huddersfield, we need to replay. The game replay to play again, so we'll be so tough. We know that. So we play away, a team who is in top form, making a good result, playing the way they play is so good. The second balls, tall team, set pieces, so aggressive in a 1-against-1. You don't play quick with the ball, we'll be in trouble. We have to avoid the contact as much as possible, defend high, because we defend in the box. They are so strong, and use your quality to try to do our game.
I think you look at the top 8-10 teams in the Championship now, that they're all thinking about playoffs and getting promotion, aren't they? And why not? I think Wolves showed it at Man City. They played a weakened team, Man City, I think, that day, and Wolves took them right to the wire, didn't they, with penalties. If your Premiership teams play a real weakened team, and the top 6 or 7, 8 of the Championship play a strong team, there's not much in it. I don't think there's much in it nowadays in the result-wise. I think you're capable of getting results against any of them, if that's the case. But I was looking at their subs of the night in Company and Toure. Not bad for the reserves, are they? Really. I expect it'll be an interesting game, but I think there'll be some great names for our fans to look at.
Like I said, it's a hard task. They've got some of the best players in the world, all playing in the same team. The way they play as well is fantastic to watch. So it's going to be hard to deal with, but a lot of the boys have come up against good players playing in the Premier League. So we're fully aware of what we've got to do. It's going to be a tough game. And like I said, we're going to have to be firing on everything we've got to have a chance of winning.
You look back, don't you? I mean, I look back to 91, me. I was at Notts County in Division, I can't remember, Division 2 or 3. Division 2, I think, 1 or 2 in them days. and we played Manchester City in the third round or fourth round of the FA Cup, similar to this, at Meadow Lane. And the snow was 6 foot high at the time, and I remember we had the fans clearing the snow off the pitch. Peter Reid and Sam Ellis, I think it was, they came down and wanted the game off. You know, we got into the referee. Yeah, it's not dangerous, this ref. You know, an orange ball on a day like this, and you know, and we played the game and we won 1-0, and it was fabulous. We didn't go training in a week because of the snow. We went sledging on the Thursday at Woollerton Park. It was only when I saw the TV coverage of the sledging that I realised how close to a disaster I had when Kevin Blackwell and Steve Cherry were on the same sledge, and they missed a massive tree by about a quarter of an inch. So I just thought, wow, if they'd have hit that tree and 2 goalies out at once, that would have just finished me off. So it was, Manchester United, I think there's, you know, the thing about them is the fans they've had to put up with being back in that bottom division and seeing all, you know, and I think it's great for them to all of a sudden now they're at the à la crème, you know, they're at the top. Because I remember in them lower divisions, and they were faithful to the team then. Massive following.
So there we have it, of course. There we have it, of course. And I think Cardiff can win a big win and upset Manchester City. The last visit at Cardiff City Stadium, 2013, where we had a sellout crowd for the Manchester City home game, our first home game at the time of the Premier League season, and obviously that Premier League season came after 53 years of heartache. So if we can beat Man City again, I believe that when we play them next, when we get either promoted via second place, which fingers crossed looks hopeful, and or playoffs, the deadly playoffs of all time. So with that said, the playoffs for Cardiff, I think, is a dangerous game. The playoffs desperately is a dangerous game for Cardiff. If we go through the playoffs, I mean, we got the best manager to go to the playoffs, but we should aim second. With 2 points from Derby in second, I think we could do it. Derby get hit bad form, and then Cardiff keep on winning, and then voila. Obviously, Cardiff's next home game, I believe, is Bolton, and Bolton is not. No, I think that match was moved. So yes, yeah. If by the way, if you don't know what Bits from the Action is, it's me taking videos of highlights of the match whenever a goal comes, and I'm in the red seats tomorrow, so I should be okay with the view. Yeah, so the red seats themselves, they're okay, I guess. I only been in the red seats once before, and that was against, oh my brain, who was it again? It wasn't Scunthorpe or anything like that. It was, that's gonna annoy me all day now. I'll probably get back to it after. So, yes, so I think the team lineup will be Etheridge, obviously, will be Manga and Morrison at the back four, with Jazz Richards and Joe Bennett, and then Bamba in midfield, of course, with potentially the return of Joe Rouse. Joe Rouse, epic player for Cardiff this season. He does a load for Cardiff in midfield, but he does it like behind the scenes. People don't notice his great work when fans talk about him, and I think that he could be player of the season for Cardiff this season at the end of the season, of course, and I think that it's a tie between him, Zaha, Bamba and Lang. And potentially Hoylet. I mean, Hoylet's done good so far. And yeah. So I think we're going to end it there. I know, Cardiff City discussions is back. And yes, so with that set in mind, I could play a little tune for you at the background, but I'll save that for another video in the future. And there, you got a little taster of my skills. Epic, aren't they? Yeah, so another video I will probably put the band back together. I don't know. Yeah, so Cardiff City, the result would be Cardiff win, of course. Why wouldn't they? I'm going to say a Bamba scoring and potentially a Zaha scoring. Zaha, by the way, amazing player, amazing. And I think Zaha, if he gets a goal, he can get more goals and he can kickstart Cardiff's final push to second place and automatic promotion, of course. And I think Wolves are gone up already. I think that the two leagues, the EFL Championship and the Premier League, are similar in some ways. I mean, you've got the... you don't get like Swansea to, 10th place teams within about 4 points. I mean, you don't get that in the Championship. But, saying that, I think going down to League One from the Championship would be Birmingham, Sunderland and Burton. Now, I don't want Burton to go down. I think they're a good club. Obviously, my first bits from the action this season, check it out. It was at Burton and Cardiff won, obviously. And don't forget, actually, Cardiff beat Wolves. And maybe Cardiff could be the team to stop Wolves to go into promotion. Obviously, that's just like dreaming of something to happen to Wolves. But every team, at least once, will hit a bad patch this season. Cardiff already, fingers crossed, touch wood. They already had their bad patch, of course. And yes, all about that final push now towards the end of the season and to the Prem, probably, hopefully. And yeah, if you have anything to discuss, obviously we love fan interactions, so just drop your questions and your answers down. And if you just want to talk about the game, I will obviously reply in the chats section. And yeah, so I think that's what we're gonna end up on. 7 minutes though, so I think I'm going to do something special. I will announce something soon that will, I don't know. Can't promise anything. I don't think even if it's that big of an announcement, but yeah, something is in the pipeline for you, for y'all. So keep bringing questions and answers in, of course, and I will for sure bring Cardiff City discussions back. Bits from the action tomorrow, of course. I mean, bits from the action always returns. And then the Rain Show, of course, returns. Earlier on, you saw the video that I made, and an epic lineup for the Rain Show. So watch for the Rain Show, and I think that's it. Yeah. So drop your questions, your theories, your discussions down, because we are a community here, and I believe that my channel could be the road to success if you guys interact with me. Obviously, I don't know what you're thinking, so if you just tell me what you're thinking, obviously keep it clean, of course, and all that. And I will interact with you too. And I think that's it. So drop down your, you all there, yeah. Drop down all your comments or your predictions. My prediction is as follows: Cardiff City, the Bluebirds, 3. Manchester City, 2. The goal scorers for that goals: Bamba, Zaha, Tremendous Lang. Thank you for watching. My name is Sammy. I hope you all are fantastic. I'll see you tomorrow. If you see me around, say hi. I'll say hi back. So see you at the game tomorrow, lads. And come on, Cardiff. We're rooting for the Bluebirds tomorrow, lads. Come on.